Dana? Okay.
Okay, perfect. Call to order promptly at 6:01. We'll start with the roll call, and I'll start. I'm Linnea Madison from Lake Park Drive.
We're going this way. Patrick Soderberg, City of Tumwater.
Matthew Brunell, Lake Park Drive.
Dave Congeezer, City of Tumwater.
Rusty Weaver, Northwest Lake.
Troy Patience, Barnes Lake Condos. Donald Sparks, Barnes Lake Condos.
McCafferty, Daisy Lane. Kathy Peterson, Lark Street.
Dana Day, Lark Street.
Carissa
Did you-
Parvin. Oh, sorry. Carissa Parvin at Barnes Lake.
Excellent. So 3 members from the condos here tonight.
Wow.
Cool.
Mission
That's great.
And nobody from the public, and Jody is in Mexico.
No, she's back, but, you know what, she's not gonna make it today.
Oh,
But she's excused.
she's excused. Okay, so review of tonight's agenda. We think Scott's gonna zoom in at some point.
Did you want me to put the agenda for anything?
Oh, yeah, you can share the agenda. It's up on the Microsoft Edge button. So you can probably just hit share in this somewhere. Share right in the middle.
Which one is it? This
The one on the left, yeah.
How do I make it big?
And share.
Share again, double shares.
There you go. All right, we're sharing. For the agenda, we did have a couple of late additions that we wanted to add. One of them was Troy Patience applied to be a member of the steering committee, and we finally got word from our executive branch on how to go about that. So I'll just pass out for review his.
But we just want to add this to the agenda at this time as opposed to talk about it at the.
Yes, we're just gonna add the agenda. The other piece we're gonna add is.
So we had.
Under
been a while.
business.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have another one to, somebody, a couple from the condos moved in recently. Sent me a couple pictures of some trash that has blown into the lake. And so they're just wondering if the city can take care of that. I have already disappointed them and told them that, no, I do not do that. But I think it's worth a discussion with the group about whether or not we want to, organize a work party or something like that to maybe do some perimeter control. What I see, on the sides of the condos specifically is you're the only people who have open space on either side of you, which may have people coming into it and leaving garbage. I don't know, haven't been there in a while, but I just wanted to have that as a topic. As I said, I would bring it up to the committee and see how you guys feel about trying to organize such a thing.
We talked about it at the walk around. What we did.
That was a different meeting,
Yeah.
today's meeting.
Okay, so we'll add it to general business also.
Sounds great.
Do you have the photos? I'm just curious.
Yes, I do. I can go and forward them to, it was just one. I mean, it's literally, it's a spray bottle.
What I'm wondering
Hey.
is where on the lake shore was that?
Yeah, we don't know that.
It's so close in that it just, it's someplace that has woody debris in the water,
Vegetation.
and some vegetation.
Probably related to the condos.
Well, they said, it's right out in front. I want to say she said that they're in unit 22. I don't know if that's straight out from them or if they've gone out of the condos and just kind of walked the water line and saw it in there. It's not a lot of garbage. I mean, it looks like a Febreze spray bottle. It looks like an empty energy, can bottle. And 2 other pieces of plastic, something.
We organize little mini Earth Day sort of things in April sometimes, so that might be a good opportunity for us to do a Earth Day trash pickup run, something like that.
We have
Worthy of
really
discussion.
nice We get floating islands and.
Throw the garbage on the island and then just tow it in.
I did have a question about Troy. So Troy at this time is not a member of the, okay, so he's a guest.
Sure.
That is
He's
correct.
a public
Yeah.
person. Oh,
He
yay.
is until he gets appointed, correct?
So
So our discussion tonight will be a recommendation to appoint him, and then we would pass that forward to the mayor, and then the mayor would do the official appointment with a recommendation from the steering committee and staff.
So, does Troy's, attendance show up in
He'd be a member
people?
of the public
He's a
technically.
member of the Lake Management District, because he pays a fee. So he's not just a member of the public, although he is a public member, but the subset is partial.
Yeah, he's not a current committee member yet.
So he's, okay.
But he's an LMD member.
Right.
Well, we would, right now, we're just putting it on the agenda.
Right.
Yeah.
We just have had discussions about attendance and like whether or not people get recorded as being. And hopefully Troy is reported as being here.
Yeah, as far as that goes, we don't record members of the public. So that's just the.
Unless they're on the agenda.
Right.
Oh, so he's on the agenda.
We just list people as attending. But the votes are specific to the committee members.
Yes.
So thus far, Troy has not been able to vote on anything that you guys have voted on so far.
But if there are cookies, he can have.
You guys are willing to share.
Does somebody
If we
bring
vote.
cookies?
Doesn't the new person have to bring cookies?
That would make sense.
There you go.
Ah,
Okay, anything else we would like to change or add to the agenda? Okay, moving on to the approval of the minutes from the January meeting.
I reviewed the minutes and I had two questions. One question was, if we record absentees, because our minutes specify that, people can't have overly many, absenteeism. And, before they're, dismissed from the group. So we don't have people in the membership that aren't participating, for instance,
Taking spots, but not doing anything.
or showing
Right,
up.
so we list who attended, we don't list who didn't attend.
And do you list who is excused, like, as in
Yeah, that's
in
my question.
advance?
Typically, we don't,
I mean,
trying
to me, the thing is, what constitutes someone being excused?
Yeah,
Just saying. I'm
In
not gonna-
advance.
Yeah, saying I'm not.
To whom?
anybody.
Just so we know, but when.
But how is that any different? How does that, how do they get excused because they told Tom I'm not gonna be available as opposed to them just not being available and not coming? I mean, what is the difference?
For the overtime, if people don't show up and don't say they're not coming and we need to replace them.
What if we set like a number of meetings per year or something like that?
There's,
Well, I believe it says 3 consecutive meetings, you cannot, yeah, it's within the bylaws, but what I'm saying is there a provision that says you can, does it say 3 unexcused absences, or does it just say 3 consecutive absences? Because if there's not a way to say that they're excused, then that's not what you can do. Right?
I mean, we've always been forgiving, but if people need to just notify us, yeah, I've gotten busy and blah, 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 blah. They notify, just anyone they knows on, then speak up for them. It's just.
Well, it just depends on how it's
crickets.
worded in the charter.
Yeah, but and also there's crickets, if you're like, what about this? So anyway, that in the past, we used to recognize excused, so I guess that is just a question I had. And then I had I am a question about Grant Gilmore
Mhm.
and is he a staff person? Oh, okay. Because I thought we were,
Who is this person and why don't I know who it is? Yeah.
and could we just assign people to do things? But
I don't know what you're reading that has his name on it.
The minutes.
I don't have the minutes on me.
Oh, that was for the.
What does it say?
Newsletter.
For the newsletter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It caught
Yeah,
my
put those
eye
glasses
too.
on. It's way up here.
Yeah, Grant is our habitat and restoration specialist. He's running a program right now called Habitat at Home, natural yard care. And so he's got some prepared tools that we could, information that we could use.
Maybe we could put like the water staff.
His name handwritten, but I don't see his name in it.
Well, he's in the, I see it.
In the minutes.
Oh, have
the-
the newsletter.
The
artists.
newsletter.
Okay, assigned. Okay, so you just want to know who was
Who he is.
Yes,
assigned with
maybe
that. I
we could
gotcha.
just, like over here in,
In parentheses.
and,
we could
yeah,
put
in parentheses over
city of-
here, cities.
Habitat at home.
Yeah, that's a program we're running through our stormwater program to help folks in Tumwater with gardening tips, reducing fertilizers, reducing pesticide use, planting native plants, kind of setting up yardscapes for pollinators, amphibians, birds, things like that. So that's kind of the goal, but the main water quality goal is pesticide and fertilizer reductions.
Yeah, so especially like, so the way I would perceive it is like, how do you communicate differently to people on a lake versus the people who live on the other side of your street? One of the things that I would say is never fertilize on the lakeside. If you're gonna fertilize on the other side of your house, not towards the lake, because that is gonna be much more likely to leach those nutrients into the lake than it would be from your front lawn, or actually your backyard, which is good. Not the lakeside. My mom has corrected me 1,000,000 times in my life. And so, that would be a difference in education that you would provide to somebody who lives on a lakefront. That would be different than what you would, do there. So that would be the type of thing that Grant would be focusing on, is how do you communicate to people who live on a lake for best management practices to help the lake?
So I read the minutes and, I don't have any changes, so that I'm recommending, so I, move that the minutes be accepted as written.
Second. Can somebody second? All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Hi.
No. I think that was. Yeah, okay.
Just to go back to the absentee piece, Article 2, our representatives shall be expected to attend the majority of regular scheduled meetings, steering committee meetings. A representative not attending 3 consecutive regularly scheduled steering committee meetings will be considered voluntarily resigned unless notice is given to the steering committee providing an explanation for the extended absence.
Okay, so they do not have to tell us, they just have to tell one of you guys. So,
And not
Jody?
necessarily
Yeah.
even in advance.
right. And just say, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Not today.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
helpful.
that's
Thank you.
clear
Yeah.
enough.
Yep, so there is you can have an excused absence. Let somebody know.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to public comment, but we don't have any, of course, of the general public. We do the member
A
of.
special public.
If you want to make a comment, you are more than welcome to make a comment at this time.
Can't call me.
But now I'm appreciating the distinction between public comment and member comment. So a member comment would be someone from the LMD who is not a member of the steering committee, or is,
It would be anybody who is not a member of the committee. Anybody.
public is.
Correct.
We're just
Public.
differentiating between public
Public,
and
and
member.
then we have a separate
Well,
line
to
item.
me, member is a committee member,
Us.
not
Okay.
not part of the the Lake Management District, but a
Us.
member of this
Sure.
committee. Everyone else is the public.
Okay, so it's number.
So right now, Troy is the public until
Okay,
he becomes a member.
okay, so number 6 is technically steering member,
Steering committee, yeah.
steering committee member comment. If you
Yeah,
wanna be
instead of
more
L&D members,
precise.
yeah, okay, we'll get it.
We'll get it right.
We've only been
So
at it 20
I
years.
kind of glossed over your opportunity. But we'll also talk about you later. So do you have anything else
No.
random?
Subject to change without notice.
Fair enough. Okay, and steering committee member comments.
Every bird thinks it's spring and it's time to be very noisy and active.
Lot going on the lake.
But I love it. Not loving the
Full of
sugar
water.
ants though.
And the lake is beautiful.
Yes. It hasn't begun to grow the stuff on the surface.
Matt, did you have a comment?
I was gonna say, I'm enjoying the high water levels. It looks nice from our end right now. There's no Brooklyn mud. It's almost touching our bottom fence and that's cool. Yeah, all the ducks are back and making visits to our back porch, so yeah. But the best time of year.
Yeah, that's.
Cliff, could you launch a kayak from your
Now.
corner at
Oh,
this
yeah.
moment?
No, you can.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, we have 2
Before you
kayaks.
see
in
that, they
the
kind
canoe, yeah.
of.
Yeah, because ours, we couldn't. Have you guys seen the otters anymore? Is there a regular thing?
I think we lured them over to our side.
But you see them regularly? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you can steal them. The,
Can I say
the
they
three,
like us
the
better.
3-pack or the
the tutus?
two pairs of 2?
I thought,
Okay.
You've seen 4 at once?
I thought, I'll ask Aaron.
Well,
He's the one
4 is
who-
not that hard. You know.
So,
I'll ask
Four,
Aaron,
so
he's the
not-
one. But we have pictures, the 3 of them on the, we had 3 on.
3
on
that
the
were in the
dog.
little runaround.
Yes. It's cute.
Didn't you post them on the Facebook group?
Yes.
Are you feeding them?
Whining and
I don't
dining?
know.
I don't know.
I didn't realize they'd eat that.
Not that you'd admit on a recorded conversation. As a wildlife is listening.
Oh, that's great.
If
I
only I
sent
knew
those,
what
I
they
sent
wanted.
those, that video, you know, I put it on Facebook and a lot of people have, I mean, that's really cute.
Oh, yes, yes, I'll pass that along to Jim.
It makes you happy just to see those critters, doesn't it?
Okay.
The otters.
Member comment. Moving on to the newsletter. The March newsletter.
Yeah, so I got articles from Rusty and
I don't know if you got the article.
I got one from Grant.
Lonnie sent
They're
me
really
a
good.
picture.
You said, due 13 March, was that still the due date?
Yeah, so like, next Friday. And I'm trying to remember the assignments. Let me pull that up real quick.
Lonnie
Wildlife.
Wildlife.
Something about wildlife, yeah. I sent her a link to the Canada geese.
I think she said,
Official
oh,
wildlife.
Was she gonna write something
Yeah, she was gonna,
Okay.
I understood that she was gonna write something, so.
to go with last year's poem?
I got Leilani for wildlife, Rusty for lakeside perspectives, Grant for habitat. Scott sent me something. Annual report summary, and then a
Oh,
walkabout
okay.
promotion. So, still waiting on Leilani. I guess that would be the only one.
Is she away? Somebody said.
no. I think she's at her house right now.
Oh, so she might, yeah, show up.
I will make sure I remind her, if she's got a blurb she wants to submit.
Well, I sent her a link, so that probably was a reminder that she had found an article.
Okay, so we're mostly on track.
Yeah.
And then the walkabout promotion, you'll just kick something out.
Well, one of the things that I talked to Dave about, because we seem to be vacillating between should we have a meeting, should not be a meeting, do we want a meeting? If it's a meeting, it's open to the public, blah, blah, blah. And one thing that we mentioned is if Dave and I don't show up, it's not a meeting.
Then how do you do that?
Scott can be there. Scott can answer all your questions. All your questions are to Scott. They're not to us. They're to Scott, right? You have a discussion, you do that, somebody takes notes, and then we have a meeting. And
So
we
that's
discuss
one option,
those.
is what you're saying, that's one option.
Because I heard last meeting that you guys didn't like it necessarily to be a public meeting. So this was a way that we could make it not a meeting and you can still have your event.
Okay, so,
Oh.
so the public is our neighbors?
The public is the rest of the world.
Anybody who
Yeah.
sees it, wants to show up.
I mean, anybody can come to this meeting right now. We have it publicly advertised
Yeah.
as a meeting.
Yeah.
And so will your walkabout. And we had a couple people show
Oh,
up
that's
last
so
year.
sweet. I thought it was wonderful.
Right, but then we have to do all of the things that are required as a meeting,
Oh.
which I don't think we've been doing because we didn't perceive it as a meeting and then somebody pointed out it's a meeting. And then you pointed out that according to the Open Meeting Act, we have to make a decision. But then we countered it with something else and we found out that that is not true. It's just the fact that we're together makes it a meeting. So in order to figure out if we want this to be a meeting or not a meeting, the only way to unmeeting it would be for the city representatives to not
I
be
know.
here.
I'm so glad.
And then it's just you all meeting with Scott, talking about whatever you want to talk about.
We would miss you.
We would.
But by
We
the,
wouldn't be able to break up the fights or like help you over the fence.
but by the Open Meetings Act, that's what we're not allowed to do, is hold a meeting without it being a meeting. Right?
No, because you guys are not elected officials.
Well, we had to do the open meeting training.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm indignant now.
Right.
If I'm not an official, why did
So
I have to do the training?
anytime that
Because the
members,
meeting's official. But you guys aren't elected officials. So city council members, there's so many of them that cannot be in the same place at the same time. Or else it's a public meeting.
Yeah. I think
And
that's-
then they can get in trouble because they didn't go through the public meeting announcement and all of that kind of stuff. So
I think that's-
literally, when we start inviting committee members, city council members to here, we can't invite more than like 2.
But I thought that's why the,
You guys are neighbors. You could go over to each other's house. It's not a meeting, right? You guys do your luminary thing where you go
whatever the
around.
city council lawyer says is the answer that I think we default to is,
Right.
we don't care.
Right.
It's the city's staff lawyer that we're trying to keep happy. That's
Right.
why it was a meeting, right? Because I was under the impression that we were in a similar boat, that we
So
can't do a lake management
Let's say
thing.
Carissa's having a party tomorrow and you guys are all invited. That does not make it a steering club or steering committee meeting. And even though all of you are at the same time and you can talk about the lake the entire time. But you can't vote on any decisions without us being here to record it and have it be official. So if we're not there, there's nothing that can be voted on that has any meaning to lake management. It's
So-
just an option. That's all I'm
This
saying.
falls
It's
in-
an
I
option.
think this falls in the, we want to keep you guys happy. It's not that we want it, unless I'm wrong. Do we want the walkabout to be specifically be a meeting, or we're just trying
No.
to keep the city happy?
I don't know why. it
Well,
needs to be a
to me,
meeting.
I don't care that it's a meeting. I thought it was the committee members who didn't like it to be considered a meeting.
I think my 2 cents out of this is that we
Like,
just
I don't care.
we just keep it as is for the walkabout.
I think as is fine for now, unless like it being so public becomes a problem in the future, but if we have.
Sounds like
Lights
a lot
going on me. It's Levon.
It looks, yeah, I'm back, but
Well, what happens is security comes through.
So
So they let us work until 5 and then they lock the door behind us sometime after that.
I
Cause
think
we can
we're
always leave.
having consensus that we want to keep it as it is. And there she is.
Well, as it is meeting, we have
Hey,
representatives from the city.
Hi. I saw your card here, man, I thought.
And I have no problem with that. And there's no, we will
So what do we
attend,
need
it's
to-
not a
okay.
problem.
So what do we need? I mean, I think we
Smells
really
good.
appreciate, other members around the lake, seeing what we see. And, you know, being inclusive. So what do we have to add to make it a meeting?
Nothing. It already is. So basically what you're saying is no change to the walkabout format.
So we have to do minutes? No? Yes, okay.
Yes, we have 2 minutes.
And we have to do attendance or the roll call, I guess, is odd.
We'll have to have an agenda-ish that just basically says, we're gonna meet here, we're gonna talk about the conditions of the lake as we walk around it. And if anybody wants to, you know, we don't have to have this full agenda. We don't have to go through the budget. We don't have to, I mean, we can just put the agenda, it can be
And
anything.
abbreviated.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Meeting.
you have to have an agenda.
Meeting specific agenda.
Because mostly
And-
the longest portion is just going to be going walking about the lake. I mean, it's gonna, yeah.
So we're gonna be, as much as we can, keeping minutes of what we're learning as we go around the lake. Which
Yeah.
is a good idea, and I'm happy to help with that.
Yeah, the minutes can be as, I've talked to our executive branch, they said the minutes can be as simple as we conduct the lake walk.
Well, the thing is that we have to remember we're on action minutes now. So our action minutes are intended to be extremely abbreviated. They don't want, like, cause we used to just post the entire Zoom thing and it'd be like a tome. And now they wanna know, what did you vote on? Like, what did you discuss that resulted in a vote and what was the action of the vote? Other than that, it doesn't matter. We can talk about lilies all we want. If we're not making an action about lilies, we don't have to record it in the minutes that we said lilies are pretty and we like the red ones better than the white ones. Like, none of that matters. It's really, what did we vote on that changes the direction or sets the direction of what we're doing to manage the lake.
Patrick, do we have to on our walkabout like have a vote at all? Like, what if we just don't have something that comes up to be of a vote, or is it required within a meeting?
No, we do not have to have anything that is required for us to make a decision on.
Okay.
I guess one of my dreams was that at some point, the walkabout and the annual meeting of people getting together and talking about the lake would, you know, be closer together.
Yeah.
And I think it was nice. I thought that people, especially from the condos, were showing up and curious as they walked around the lake. Like, oh, like what we do. Oh, it looks like this here. And so a step forward on that. So are we then good to do what we've always done as long as we do an agenda and general minutes?
Yep.
Okay, yay.
We don't need a motion for that.
No,
Let's do what we've always done.
no change.
Dave will just write notes on his own.
Oh, no.
All
right, Martha,
Everyone
that-
writes notes on their own. The budget update.
So we
Have an
have not sent out the fee assessments this year yet.
Scroll.
Oh, that's right, on the chart.
Where are my people?
That doesn't look like a budget.
Scroll up, there's one.
I don't know, it depends on what your budget's like, it's so volatile.
Right, exactly. It shows our spending. So what did you do to this?
I tried to simplify it. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. It looks like we have a beginning fund balance of $53,707 carried over.
And then the assessments are what would be proposed for this year.
So is this what we have in our packets?
Yes.
Because I was hoping for dates on these.
That they would have dates printed at the bottom or such.
Put your glasses on.
That's okay.
Oh, you can write. You can write it.
Well, as of, yeah,
That would be nice.
The problem is that this doesn't come, it's a cut and paste into this document. That's why it doesn't follow the same format. It
Yeah.
doesn't have the dates and stuff on it, because we'd have to, because we're pulling it from someplace else and then just doing a cut and paste. That's why you don't see the lines and all the formatting.
yeah, and sometimes these budgets too, if I grab it and put it in the agenda, and our budget team had pending things that are there that haven't been realized in the budget yet, it might not be accurate up to that date and could be retroactive and stuff like that. So, this is our, you know, what we have, the information we have at that moment, so, so yeah, we're, you know, for the most part, we're doing pretty good on budget wise.
So we're on track to spend every dime we have.
Every dime, every last one. Yeah, this is,
Well, remember, you ate up a lot of your reserves last year, for the fluoridone treatment, because remember, and so now we're in that building stage again.
yeah, and I didn't see, let's see, did we? I don't know if we had Scott's bill in here yet. That was the other thing too, that was,
Oh, from last year.
Straight out.
yeah. So, cause that's an estimate, the gray is an estimate.
Yeah.
But the actual bill itself, might look a little bit different than that.
Oh, this is for 25.
This was, yeah.
This is going into 26.
And
Well, until we send out the assessments, we don't have money coming in yet.
right.
So we're planning to spend $30,000 out and we're bringing in 22,000. So our 53,707 is gonna be reduced next year to 45 something.
But we also, is the IVAMP in there?
Where
Yeah.
is that?
That's another thing that we have earmarked for this year.
Oh,
Cause we have the
So
IVA
that's an
due
agenda
this year,
for
correct?
April.
Yeah, we're hoping to put out an RFQ probably sometime in the spring, early summer for that,
Okay.
which would be
Oh.
a city task.
That's our- May 13th is our next meeting. So that's when we would be discussing this budget stuff.
It'll be the next time we'll discuss it, yes.
Okay. Moving on to lake levels and temperature,
That was weird.
lakeside. Still cold.
40.
We hired a couple people to help out, so that should help.
Looks like we do have a pending invoice from Scott right
And what's that for?
Bonnie sent me an email saying it's here and did not send the link for it, so. Go back with it.
Can that answer that question?
So who's scrolling down to the lake level?
Oh, me, guy not paying attention.
It's not really.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it got down to 40 degrees?
What?
Oh, no, that's level.
No.
I said degrees.
Go 40, that's really,
No, it did.
that would be really, no.
It did.
That's
Well,
colder than Puget Sound.
yeah.
Well, that's what it looks like,
Think it-
but
well,
that's the
that's
next,
really
that's the
water.
next slide.
It was frozen.
Ice on top?
Yeah. hard.
Lakes get colder than-
Sure, there's no circulation.
It doesn't go deep down deep.
It's in May
Right.
13th is our next.
It's just the surface level.
The surface.
Yeah.
Might get that figure.
Yes. It's in the agenda.
The next,
Well, next meeting.
next section, maybe.
Number 9.
Is there a temperature below this?
Or above it, below it.
One side or the other? There we go.
That way.
Yeah, the temperature got a little more granular.
I'll look them out. I won't here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, it's this.
What depth does that measure?
Cause now they're on.
This. Is that mid column or about a foot or two?
Well, that's
up
the
from bottom?
temperature.
Oh, that's down. Yeah.
Did look like it got
Try
a
to keep
little
it
colder.
underwater as much as possible.
Because it
And we're in the
doesn't,
deepest part-ish, from the condos.
the temperature gauge does not move within the water column.
No,
That one's.
it's in like a PVC tube and we put the
At the
PVC
bottom.
in the bottom and then we bring it up enough to be comfortable.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so, go back up just real quick to the water levels. I think this graph's more interesting anyways, but, so you can see, I think we talked about this last meeting maybe, but that low point from last summer, that's the lowest recorded point that we have.
Yeah.
For this
Low.
thing, so it was low. And I think I said last time too, that I was looking at the dates when we start to refill, and oddly enough, October 24th, that's the day. Start seeing the lake refill year after year, is October 24th, so within a day or two of that.
Isn't that amazing?
It's really interesting.
Planning any
Almost
of their
like-
weddings.
Almost like there's a.
So what is the last date of the reading?
Oh, I think I pulled this,
It's pretty recent.
yeah, I think the end of January-ish. No, I'm sorry, we're already in March, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Very.
February.
yeah, it was mid-February then.
Okay.
I pulled that.
It's as high as it can go,
Unless the viewers-
unless the viewers have been real successful.
Yeah, so. And we did have the really wet December, rain totals for that stretch, were pretty impressive. You can kind of see that the lines on the bottom of the graph, those little skinny lines are rainfall. And the inches are on the right hand
The
side.
entire
Yeah.
thing all the way to the top.
So we continue to see, every year we see a 3+ inch rain event every year, which is crazy. So that's about a 2-year event. We're seeing it every year, so interesting.
Remember how in the fall we were talking about, what if the water level didn't get back up to full?
Yeah.
Well,
We don't have to worry about that for now.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had those years though.
Anyway, cool stuff.
Good opportunity.
And that's
to
when
do
you
some
start
cleanup.
talking about raising the lemon.
Who was?
When it stops filling back up is when we start talking about raising the leveler.
Okay, increment, can we do that in half a foot or
Well,
a foot?
Flooding in Kathy's front yard.
No, I mean,
He means
if
flooding.
what increment can we raise the leveler in?
I know,
1
I-
inch at a time?
I understand that, and it depends on Kathy's front yard. As she gets flooded,
We don't want.
so. You know, how much yard do you lose if we go up a foot?
I mean, we could always,
The garden
Yeah.
was that one year. Okay. Oh.
we could always at the edge of the lake start putting like some, I don't know, cut foliage or whatever to lure more water from the outside into the lake on the runoff.
Well, the problem is, so the thing is that that yellow or green line is a water leveler, and we intentionally don't allow the lake to get higher than that.
Right.
And that's
Oh,
why
okay.
you get such low dips in the summertime, is because you don't have that water.
We don't let it overfill.
But if you allow it to go to whatever nature could bring it up to, Kathy's gets flooded. The neighbor to the south of Kathy gets flooded. I'm sure the neighbor to the north of you, but it starts getting steeper as you get
Right.
towards Dana's house. And so the flooding is less as you go north away from Kathy's house. So the unfortunate thing is you got two houses that are right at that line to where if you allow the water to go up, they will be adversely impacted.
Okay.
When-
gotcha.
DOT, like parking lot got flooded too?
I do not know.
don't think so.
I think they're pretty high up. I want to say they're at least 4 feet above the water line,
Yeah.
at least.
And it's not actually people's houses, it's
No.
their yard.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I think,
It's their
why
property,
would the
correct.
building permit allow you to build a house if it was on a flood? Gonna get flooded every year,
The
unless,
floodplain.
unless you put a leveler in, you know,
Right,
that
and,
seems
and
like.
without the leveler, I don't know where that outfall upper height is. I mean, you can survey that in and then compare it
Yeah, but
to,
see, that was
properties,
the
but-
beaver problem.
right,
My understanding was the green line was actually the berm height, not the leveler height.
I'm sorry,
My
what?
understanding was that the green line is the height of the berm on the southeast corner.
Oh,
Not the
really?
height of the leveler,
I
and
think
the
we
leveler is
may
slightly
have
below
made
that.
them equivocal.
Yeah. Adjusted.
So,
Okay,
so
that
that
makes
we
sense.
can maintain it at that and the beavers can't make it go above it.
Right.
But that berm is man-made.
Yeah, that's the dike essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did the leveler go in? The
I
in
want
hand?
to say 2017
Oh, really?
years ago, about.
Yeah, so left of
10
our
years.
pipeline here. yeah.
Oh, so we're
That, I
off the
think that
chart.
episode in 2020,
That was
2022 was when the beavers piled everything.
Well, and it came on the rain.
Before that.
That was
Yeah, cause I was in my old house when that happened.
That was historic. I remember that event. We had rain on snow, and so there was a massive amount of water that was trying to work its way through the system. So it was, we had the, we had ponds that were designed for the 100-year flood, and they were full and overflowing.
And that's over the road too.
Yeah. So that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, 4 inches. of
Yeah,
rain.
4 inches of rain on top of like 6 inches of snow. But yeah, the pipe is only, I think it's 15 inches, so I mean, you can only jam so much water through that when you have that much runoff coming. So that's why we get these little.
Is the historic data in a archive somewhere, the beyond 5 years?
Yeah, and it's very, it was just point in time data at that point, so.
We didn't have a transducer in it that gives us continuous
Right.
readings like we have now.
Right.
So it was very inconsistent.
When David went out and read it.
Paddle out there and see what
Yeah.
the water meter says.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's nice, so nice to have that data.
it is, yeah.
Helps everybody understand the seasonal changes. Okay, moving on to Troy's nomination.
I.
Excellent.
So the process at this point, Dave,
Yeah, so the way that it works, I'm reading the ground rules and stuff here, is essentially, all the steering committee members are appointed by the mayor, with recommendations from the steering committee and staff, so if we recommend, that Troy is a part of our steering committee, then, we will relay that to the mayor and they'll make it so. So about all there's to it.
say it's a lovely letter. That's a great letter, and you've been on the lake for 35 years. Is that true?
That's what you said you were.
1990, whatever 1990 is.
Yeah.
36 years.
Yeah.
You've lived in the condos for 3.
So you've been here longer than anyone except Kathy?
I've been here since '89.
Oh, 89.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I did for Kathy.
Swing about by a year.
I was a child.
She was a child.
So do you remember when it froze so solid that everybody go walk out in the middle?
I wasn't gonna do it.
That picture's gonna.
One of us from neighbors.
If he puts it in.
I still wonder.
What year was that? Like early
1993.
93, yeah.
93.
What froze solid all the way across, more recently than that too.
But
Oh,
not
yeah,
walk.
But not walking
Well, I
down.
think-
Yeah, on our side, on the north side, it's not so deep. My kids used to go out there and lay on the ice, so it's definitely
And
frozen.
then maybe fall in sometimes.
That explains a lot.
No, I mean, it's deep out there. It's not, why are they gonna fall?
How many children did you lose?
Can't be.
Okay, so we have Oh, we have to kick Troy out.
Oh,
How we should do the vote. Kathy says.
Something
we
to
have to
discuss
kick-
if you want to discuss.
Oh, okay. Does he get to come back?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's on the.
Okay.
Don't forget me.
So there's a bathroom right on the left.
Okay.
All right, anybody have any additional thoughts?
Troy's on the condo board also, so he's
Oh,
active in the
nice.
community. This is just another
Good
extension.
connection.
Yeah. Yeah, Carissa was on the board for a while too. That's how I keep hooking people into this
Right.
management committee,
They
so,
volunteer for one thing and get
Yeah,
roped into
right.
all.
bingo.
Okay,
So he's been with the condos for, like you said, 30 years, so he's a community member.
Almost.
Is
So are
that-
you moving? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry,
Are you moving?
not yet,
Okay.
someday.
No, I meant, this,
Oh, yeah, I already said, I still
Okay.
moved.
oh, so we were.
Okay, so,
All this is discussion you guys wanted, so I'm just trying to fill in. I've already moved, we
Moved and seconded.
don't move till we accept them.
seconded,
Somebody.
Yep.
did. Second.
all in favor?
Hi.
All right, so we.
Ready to get Troy?
Ask for
Yes.
So
both.
say that the committee made a recommendation to him to,
Unanimous.
Okay.
Yes.
so unless
And
Dave's
you
gonna
guys raised your hand.
kick him out.
So then it just goes at the next city council meeting.
Yeah, well, it'll go to consent calendar or whatever.
They just rubber stamp
There's
everything.
a process.
Yeah, we'll send an email.
Does he get a pencil?
You
For a
make it
pen
pencil.
now.
You make it a pen,
Oh.
so yeah, you're right.
Those pens are nicer than I expected.
Yeah.
At least-
The pencils were like soft, I don't soft.
Well, we unanimously recommend it, you know.
Yes.
And so it goes in front of mayor and the council?
Yeah, the way it works is we'll recommend it. In order to get anything by the mayor, it has to go through the city council, and that's where the mayor is formed and it goes through, so.
And you may get a ballpoint pen out of the deal, but we can't guarantee anything.
Used to be a pencil.
Oh,
An upgrade.
fancy.
And the mayor may request to meet with you. It's happened in the past. She's really nice.
I was so thankful.
I have a question.
Yeah, you never met her?
No.
Yeah, you were.
The mayor,
Yeah.
no, before that, the guy.
Oh.
Met,
That was-
connect.
Yeah,
Now your
yeah.
mayor's back, okay?
He came and spoke at our meeting and told us about things that were going on in the community. Oh, that was really nice.
And we invite the mayor every year.
I had a question.
And they, that made it fun.
Come on the walkabout.
I mean, I learned a lot from him on what was going on in the community, so that was kind of fun.
I get an email reminder every year to invite the mayor to our meetings.
We have a new mayor, and she's fairly engaged, stuff, so she might take us up on it.
The previous mayor came also.
Debbie Zone?
Yeah.
She came to a lot of our meetings,
Yes.
at least.
Yeah.
I think that was before me.
She was, when she was first elected, I think she came in for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was not here.
Alrighty, moving on to the trash in the lake.
So
Where is it? Is it on the church property?
it's Bob and Robin Wagner, for those in the condo.
Yeah, well,
Mouse, I can navigate to the photo.
we do, occasional, little cleanups and that kind of stuff. We'll just try to schedule something for
I bet it's the church.
Thursday or something.
That's what I would imagine. And, you know, when I visualize that area, you know, there's that one little pathway that goes into the church property and,
There's two now.
you know, there's
There's always been a church.
remnants of, you know, not necessarily an encampment, but maybe people who have hung out there for a bit.
Yes.
And so to me, that's the most likely place for debris to get blown in. You know, and so
And it probably didn't actually get blown in, but if the water level rose and the lake
And
kind
then
of
it-
expanded, it would launch
It
things.
flows, correct,
out to
yeah.
sea.
Is that in the water?
Yeah.
I think that is by the church area.
That seems much more likely. That's always,
The only thing to me is when I look at this picture, it looks like somebody was up, going down, which
Yes.
puts it next to the condos. When you're at the church property, it's flatter out. And it's, believe me, I have walked on the logs to get to the edge of the water and it's difficult. And by then you're on the water. You know, you're not up on a hill looking down like you are when you're at the condos. You're about 3-4 feet above the lake level. Do you know what I mean?
the lake also occasionally spontaneously produces garbage. We had it was an Olympia beer can, one of the old like pull tabby ones. And it was perfect. Christine, I should have brought it in, but my boys, we just saw it out there one day and it just was floating, but it had obviously been there for, I don't know.
Yeah.
40
years, yeah, it's not worth money.
Yeah, I looked on.
If
eBay
anyone's
about
ever
2
buried a tire, there's no such thing as keeping a tire underground. It will come back.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
If this is from a condo
The earth moves.
resident,
And
I
it will wiggle
suspect
and
it's
big
probably,
back.
if you go to their unit and look out their back window down to the lake, that's probably where that is.
Yeah.
So if we do a
That's
cleanup on the condos, then that will probably get picked up, so if that,
I told
If us
them
just doing a
that
lake
you
cleanup-
guys would discuss it,
Yeah.
and if you wanted to organize a work party, they might want to be involved. I have their name and contact information if anybody
Perfect.
wants to reach out to them and let them know, okay?
I don't think
Do you
that
wanna
we can,
forward that email
I
to
don't think we can
Tom?
go out on the church property, without the church's permission, so, doing somebody go clean up the church's property would probably be, require their action on that, wouldn't it?
We just.
Yeah.
do it.
You know, I have never in my life got a complaint that somebody cleaned up. And I did solid waste enforcement for over 25 years.
Yeah, we just do. it.
I've never got a thank you for cleaning things up either.
I would imagine something like this, those
Yes,
would be
yes.
easier to clean up in September, August than.
Potentially, unless it's-
Right now.
Unless it comes
Probably.
to you, if it
Oh,
floats into you.
like I do.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks like it's trapped in the veg and you'd have to get out there to grab it.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's just
When
That
those
one's
long
just
reacher things,
tough, right?
Yeah.
But to me, the best thing to do to keep trash out of the lake is to keep trash away from the shoreline.
Good reminder.
Yep.
Troy, Carissa, and Tom just forwarded you the email chain. about
Perfect.
that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Moving on to lake management and the report. Scott, is there any chance?
Scott's not here. But I think we're gonna talk about the work plan a little bit for 2026 for him, and I think it's just gonna be standard year of dicot and
Yeah, I don't know, I don't remember if he said dicot or endothol, but they're basically the same. I think he said he wanted to use one, I thought he said he wanted to use endothol because it doesn't get bound in the sediments and it's better, but I would have to look.
yeah.
And what
But they're
is
essentially the
Endothol
same.
for?
I'm sorry, what?
What is Endothol for?
Endothol is what he used in the past to control the bladderwort.
Oh,
The floating bladderwort.
okay.
Yeah, and then he'll do white water lily treatments as well, and then we're gonna do a pilot of the muck biotic product at Dana's place to see if it improves boat access.
Yeah, so he says Aquathol K, that's endothol. So endothol is the active ingredient in Aquathol K. It's the brand name, that is correct. I used to review pesticides, and so I literally I know no brand names, I only know active ingredients.
So what is the fluoride treatment that we did?
Fluoridone
The
treatment
Fluoridone.
is Sonar, that's actually the product name. So fluoridone is the active ingredient, and the big difference between fluoridone and diquat and endothol is endothol and diquat are contact herbicides. So it's like going out in your yard and spraying vinegar on a weed and then killing it, but it only kills the vegetation that's above the ground, and it does not kill anything below the ground because it doesn't circulate the chemical in it. It just literally burns it down. Okay. Much cheaper than what's called a systemic. A systemic is one that fluoridone, where it penetrates into the plant and then gets into this circulatory system and literally goes through the entire plant and kills it all. So that's why you use it on plants like lilies and things like that, because you want to kill the root system
Right.
so that it doesn't just resprout. And that's what releases the root mats. And that's why you get the floating mat, because you've killed the entire thing. And lilies, what they do underground is they form a lattice with their root system. And so then when you kill them, it pops out. And that's why you can break them loose, because really what you're doing is you're just kind of untangling the roots.
And we pretty much have killed the white lilies. I mean, they'll come back.
Yeah, you
but
guys
we
have
have-
really good control on that. And now you're getting the, what is it, the something shield, water shield, because that's a natural one.
Is that the?
And that's that's the smaller ones.
Oh,
It's-
No, the
the
little.
little.
The little guys, not the ones that have the great big
They're like.
thing with the big cleft in it.
Right, yeah,
That's the fragrant water lily. Those are white.
yeah,
And the smaller ones are the water shields, and those, I think those are yellow flowers.
yellow, I think.
Yeah, and the leaves are small,
They
like
sit on-
oval,
Correct. And those are native.
right. So those.
So what you want to do with those is control them so that they don't overwhelm. Like Kathy had a whole bunch get in. Once you remove the fragrant water lilies, and it's like, so those need to be controlled just so that they don't occupy so much space.
No, it's amazing looking at old pictures, you know,
Mhm.
in like 2003, the lilies were just over
You could
the
walk on-
overhead of the lake. More than half the lake surface was lilies.
And they stuck up above the water level. like-
Yeah, they did.
But if you just
Couldn't-
pull the
It's like-
little
Really
little
jungle.
plant, like you're out kayaking, you go pump, 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 really doesn't do anything. Okay.
They grow right now.
They just sprout from the roots.
You know,
So the monk biotic budget implications.
Yeah.
What is the muck? I can't remember.
So Muck Biotics was a product that he proposed to help with your nutrients. You guys have a huge nutrient problem in sedimentation. And so what this does is it's a bacteria that you introduce, and it literally eats it up, just like it's food.
Eats what?
the mud,
The mud,
the sediment,
the mud.
all the sediment we have on the bottom of the lake.
And all that stuff on the bottom of the lake.
Not all of it.
I'd like to see all that.
I bet you would. You'd have no oxygen in your leg within a year for us to check. The problem was with this is that it will, when bacteria eat, it consumes the oxygen as well. And so what you do is if you do a whole big area and you don't bubble air into it, it's going to deplete the oxygen and make that
Oh, the fish will go.
dead.
All the fish will die.
Right.
And
And so-
others will leave.
So once
Yep.
you get a big enough area that you're controlling, you have to start thinking about adding aeration, and that's where you see like the ponds that have sprinklers and stuff
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it. You know, you need to do something like that in order to keep it oxygenated for those things to continue to work. So what we had proposed is to do a trial area in front of Dana's place where we have the boat launch and see if we do a small area, does it work? Will it appreciably lower that depth of sediment to where it's worth looking into based on cost, based on the need to manage it? do we wanna try it in any other place?
Yeah, and I think there was some questions about the budget implications. At the time last meeting, I don't think we had a budget.
The cost for it.
We didn't look at the budget because it was updated at the time, so now we have a better idea that we have a little bit of money in the budget and,
But what we don't have is a cost
We don't
estimate
have it.
for size.
There was a WAG of $600 per, 100 by 100 foot area.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's not bad.
oh.
Wild bass.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
$600 for 100 square feet isn't that much.
100 by 100 square, which is 10,000 square. feet.
Yeah.
Right, that's not bad.
That's like 2 people's yard.
How many?
Well, think, okay,
How many
so,
square feet
Well,
is
we
the lake?
can't do the whole.
Yeah, that's less than a quarter acre, and we've got a 20 acre lake or something like that.
well, if you just think about
31.
Dana's front area, that would get
Yeah. Right.
the whole width of it and then out 100 feet if we wanted to do,
Right.
but I don't think that we would do that big of a place as a trial. But $600 is not that much
Yeah.
money. It depends, is that per application? Does it need to be
Yeah, per-
bumped?
Per application.
And do you have to do it 5 times a year? You know, that becomes a
I
question,
think he did say it was gonna be a multiple.
that you had to
application.
bump it, yeah, I thought so. too.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's not a one time.
No, and I remember it was a 5-month window he was gonna use, because for some reason $3,000 was in my head.
Yeah, I was thinking every month for the window, but I don't know for sure. We'll have to follow up on that to see
Yeah.
what are we talking about, but it seems like we have the money in the budget. I mean, to me, it would be worth it even if we do nothing other than just boat access.
Yeah, it's kind of been the limiting factor for a lot of our activities.
I wonder if any other local lakes have tried biotic.
I thought he said he did a trial, was it like
Idaho.
I think it was a smaller,
It's not the
it
same.
was a smaller man-made pond though.
Well, and they had aeration.
Aeration. So this isn't necessarily something for a lake-wide application. But
I
yes,
see.
you would
I see.
definitely affect the water quality in a negative way. So,
But it might be something, to me, what I thought is maybe this becomes something that we look into, like how we did private applications. So if we're managing the lake such that we don't have to do private applications in front of homeowners because we've kind of gotten the baseline good, then maybe we think about this as being something that if somebody wants to improve their frontage for the next 20 feet out, that they can contract it, because then now you're talking about,
People would see what they're gonna,
I could,
I would pay not to get rid of the muck.
yeah, I was gonna say, especially the people who have limited access or just want kind of a channel that they can launch a boat through, it seems like that might be a good app.
but seeing that it works in front of Dana's house. would
Yeah.
be-
right, and does it take management, does it, like, what happens, did it
Are there
work,
any
was it easy,
adverse-
is it, yeah.
So
In front of your house, not a lot of habitat for fish, so depleting the oxygen, probably not that significant there, but we may need to work south in to get a channel to you.
So I think it would be good to talk about that when we go do the walkabout in September.
Well, what we wanna do is figure out at the next meeting with Scott is, are we going to put $5,000 or $3,000 or whatever to utilize this year?
So we.
To do in
wait
front of
until May
Dana's.
To do that?
Well, I don't think we have a cost to put in front of you to say it's gonna cost you this much money.
So when does it occur? When does the,
it would start from the season in May. That's the plan that I had.
Were
Yeah,
we
so I
still
mean-
going to see about the drone situation?
The drone is on hold for another year, as far as I know, due to FAA regulations and stuff that they're trying to sort out still.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's gonna happen this year.
So potentially, we could
But
vote
this stuff.
on May
in the lake.
13th
You didn't
to
really-
green light to the.
Ah,
and he could
And
do
then
it
start
right
right away.
So take it out, sprinkle it around, then go again.
Yeah, there's,
So, I thought that he was gonna be able to be here and talk about the report.
maybe he's sick or something, isn't he?
Yeah, last time I heard he was gonna try to zoom in,
He
but
just
he
sent
didn't.
us an email earlier this week, so he could make it today.
So would it be possible for us to get an update between now and May?
We could send him an email.
Yeah, let's see if he's got,
Some
Something for you guys
information
to-
about
to
this so
look
that
at.
in May, we're ready to talk about it and act and,
Mhm.
not just starting to scratch our heads.
Well, I think to me, the only thing would be the cost. Like, how much are we willing to pay for this experiment?
For the test.
You know,
And so if he could give us that information,
Correct.
then,
and maybe we
We'd
can,
be-
maybe we can send him an email
yeah,
after tonight's meeting, like tomorrow or,
Yeah.
this week, and just say, hey, we were following up on the month biotic, and how that relates to budget. Can you please, send us a cost estimate for approximately an area this wide by this wide for the entirety of 2026?
And it seems like, without really totally understanding this process, we would want the muck biotic to be used in the channel where they would be launching a boat.
Correct.
So rather, it seems to me, than doing like 100 feet by 100 feet, you might do 30 feet by 40 feet.
Yeah, that's what
Like
we would
a-
be asking him. What is your proposal for this experiment? And how much would that cost for the entirety of the year? And then that way we know exactly what we're proposing to buy from him or service that we're with your treatment cost of this, and we add this to it, your total year cost is gonna be this. That's what we need in
Well,
front of us.
It seems like I've spent a fair amount of time in the lake, and in front of Dana's, it's relatively flat. So if we could do an experiment that is kind of the width of the channel that the boat would need, then you could compare that to the sides. Rather than doing, the first 30 feet all the way across her property, which would make it harder to assess
I
whether
see.
it worked or
No,
not.
I
think.
get exactly, yeah, we wanna make it wide enough to where you don't just get the sides sloughing in and you don't want it too narrow.
Yeah.
You wanna make it probably at least 3 or 4 times wider than a boat. So that you have some distance from the edges and then go out
Yeah.
for,
But then
X number of
have it not
feet.
so wide that it takes a purple shore line and then we can't really tell whether it.
yeah,
worked
but
or
what
not.
we would have to do is we would have to measure it with devices that like have a flat bottom and a stick up, so that you push it down and then you set 0. And then you don't move it, and then hopefully the sediment goes down underneath that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seems like it's gonna be hard.
either that or we'd have to put a transducer in, or we could pound in we could pound in a, what do you call it, a water meter thingy, what do you call
We've got-
those?
we've also got a
things?
sludge
A
judge.
water gauge.
Just sludge judge.
Yeah, we got a sludge judge that does that.
But we'd be better putting a gauge in that just sticks and bury it so that the 1 foot level is at the sediment line, and then it goes down from there.
There's some options. Figure something out.
So what is,
I have a question on this. So I'm a little confused because to me, how do you contain bacteria? Oh, the bacteria is gonna stay in a 30 by 40 foot path. I don't quite.
Well, they don't have legs.
You kind of go move,
No, I know. So essentially, I mean, could they move with wave action? Yes. You guys don't have considerable wave action. You essentially have a pond,
Right,
and there's not much movement other than wind. They're going to be on the bottom,
okay,
so the wind shouldn't affect them that much.
okay.
Plus, it's kind of like dropping dirt on dirt, and except one dirt is eating the other dirt.
Like
Okay.
pellets, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they just sink.
yeah, they just sink and they go down there, and then they whatever binds them together like melts, and then they're just right on the surface. And unless you're moving them physically, they may move a little bit, but they're not swimming to your house,
Okay,
They do, I mean, they don't have, they have no,
I'm thinking they're gonna
Anything.
reproduce and, you know, and do
well,
their
they're just gonna
thing.
eat. That's all they do is just sit and eat. That's it.
Okay.
I watched some
Reset.
videos on them and they make like big pellets, like big ones and like little ones too. And I've seen where people like don't do aeration with the big pellets, that it'll just sink into the ground. Yeah.
And just not move.
Yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube people using pellets on their random small ponds. They're
Sure,
not
sure.
this size, but
Can we get those like Amazon?
It's kind of.
It's probably-
So the,
Do your own pest control if you really wanna be bad.
Do we have a plan for what's gonna be treated
By anything
this
you want.
year?
Stupid.
Well, I think you talked about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
could you repeat it? What's the plan to treat this year?
the treatment with Enthol and
The treatment, not muck biotics or the other treatment you're talking about?
Okay.
Which one are you talking about?
Okay, that,
We just talked about the muck biotics.
right then.
So the other thing that they have in there was endothol to do bladder wart, clear cast to do the fragrant water lily and any other what is it called?
So this was his recommendations.
Emergent plants.
So we're gonna.
You're right there. That is exactly the summary of it right there.
Okay, so this is his recommendation, and so we're accepting his recommendation?
I think we voted on it last time, didn't we? We accepted what he proposed.
I did not, we have this, did we have this report last time? When was this report submitted?
No, it was sent out after the meeting.
there, you're right, it was sent out after the meeting.
Yeah, so the report just says annual, but it doesn't have a date. Like report 2025, but no, when.
I mean, I thought that was one of the key reasons why Scott was supposed to be at this meeting was for us to vote on his treatment plan.
Yes.
But
right.
now that he's not here,
We need some.
I mean, I don't know what the budget is. I mean, is the budget in there?
No, because that hasn't been not by him.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, we can't approve a treatment plan without the cost, right?
We're capable of it.
I don't know that it would be wise for us to approve a plan without a budget. And that's why I was saying we need to wait until May.
Yeah.
To find out what the costs are so that we can
Yeah.
vote and approve of the plan. So that's gonna be part of our email, Scott.
Yep, I got that on the notes. What's the estimate for buck application?
And the budget.
It was.
Yeah, correct. We need a treatment summary so that we can say, yes. I mean, I don't think anyone is opposed to what he's proposing. We just don't have the cost estimate for it to make sure that it fits our budget.
But it seems like
And assuming
Yeah, this was.
if we approve it on May 15th, that's fine, as the timeline.
Can you resend?
Well, and that will be in the email.
Yeah, I
And
think
if
people
we,
didn't
if
realize
he
that.
thinks it needs to be approved before that, then we may have to reach out to you all and ask
So
for
probably a good
a
idea.
April meeting.
Then that part of like contact too, I'm not sure if it's up to me, so.
Oh, and now we'll.
I mean, I think I mostly just get the ones from like the website.
Yeah, let me jot that down too, please. Yeah. Dan's still on there, I need to get him off of there.
Yeah. So if he thinks that he needs to know
Okay.
before our May meeting,
Then we will find that out through the email and then we will recommend that we have an April meeting.
Should we set a tentative date in case we need an April meeting so that we don't have to do 100 emails to figure out who's available when?
Well, I would propose we do it at the same second Wednesday that we always do.
Eight?
That's spring break, so I will be there.
What's your vote gonna be?
My vote's gonna be, I'm gonna be gone where it's warm, sorry.
Okay,
She
your
votes that I don't
excuse.
really care.
You've informed me
No.
of your excuse.
Arizona?
Yeah.
That's what this one.
Okay, is everyone else at least available?
I don't-
Potential.
Yeah, I don't come back to.
22nd of April.
The
I'm
22nd?
here on that day.
No, the eighth.
No.
I'm not sure, to be honest, my work keeps moving my travel around. I'll try to be.
Oh,
Are
we
you-
could do a Zoom meeting too,
Okay.
right?
We can do.
We could Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could come on Earth Day, the 22nd. Or the 29th.
It'd be a quick one if it's just.
What about the first, April Fool's Day?
I'm flying then.
That's the
can't
first
do
day of
that.
spring break, so that's the day I'm leaving.
Yeah. If you wanted to do that, well, I'm in Mexico. Do they do Zoom in Mexico?
You got any-
I'm sure Elon Musk will let you zoom anywhere you want on this
Do
planet
you
now.
want to disrupt your vacation to be in a Zoom meeting? Oh,
What's your commitment? Your
I'm just being honest.
Yes.
I
It just seems like at that point, we might as well just have it on.
What about the 15th?
Can't do the 15th.
What about the 15th? No.
So Lonnie's the only one who would miss it.
Yeah, so I think y'all can just do it.
And you can't send them on the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay,
My
so then
skills are.
the 22nd?
Well, it depends on when you hear, right? I mean, how soon are we gonna know the numbers?
Well, we're gonna send out an email tomorrow. Well, I
Yeah.
would hope that he would be able to provide us an
Well, he wasn't at
estimate.
the meeting tonight, you know, I mean, I don't know how, I'm available every day in April except the 15th. And then I won't be able to be anywhere. I can do Zoom maybe from Florida. I'm gonna be gone the whole month of May and part of June, so, I think the sooner we decide, hopefully they'll respond real soon. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
What about the week? Put it into March, please.
March 25th.
Last Wednesday. in March?
Correct.
Um,
How's March 25th?
I'm gonna be gone. I'm also gone most of the month of March. It's my 80th birthday and I'm traveling all year long.
Oh,
Next year.
so is anybody else not available on the 25th of March?
Mm-mm.
That they
I
know
may not
that they're not
be.
available.
I might still be up
So
in
that would be
Puyallup
here?
for a work event.
So you will not be available, Carissa, is that correct?
I'm not sure what time are we talking about on the 25th of March.
The same time.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
Well.
It would be
6 to
very
8.
short. It would be 6 to probably 6:30, or, I mean, we would have one
So,
agenda
I mean, we
item.
can aim, if everyone is available on the 25th, we can still aim it. And if for some reason I'm stuck in traffic coming from Puyallup, because I'm working up in Puyallup because of a work event, I think we're going to be able to be dismissed before then, but I'm just saying I don't know if I will be able to get there right at 6.
Well, we will be able to provide all the information to all of the members prior to, and people could put a proxy vote in, they could send us an email with their vote in.
Okay,
mean,
yeah, I can do that.
We really
Yeah.
just want to know, do people object to what
Okay.
we are proposing?
Okay.
I mean, we basically know what it costs to do a regular year based on the last couple years. And then we're only adding in the muck biotics, but we're gonna control it to a very small spot. And we can limit it to like $3,000 or $5,000 or less. to ensure that we have enough money. We could probably pre-decide right now how much we want to invest into a muck biotic trial, and then he fits it into the size that makes that work.
I think we ought to give him a chance first.
Yeah, let him make the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
But-
aiming for March 25th, if we can, to get it done sooner before, I mean, if we have the information accurately, to do that to then.
Yeah, I agree. I think that if we can, if right now we only have 2 members that know that they probably can't make that date, then that's way better than every date we picked in April. And so,
True that.
I mean, to me, we just have to have the majority be here. And
And
if
like-
people think that they're going to have opposition, voice it before the meeting.
Will we get an
I mean,
email
our
or
intent is
something?
not to spend all of your money and like, woo, like it's, we want to do the same thing. We're not proposing to do anything that we wouldn't do in a regular year except for this muck biotic trial.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
That's what we have on the agenda, other than.
So what do they call it when it's a tentative? Is that the word tentative?
Something for the agenda
No, tentative what?
Meeting.
Yes, that's
Correct.
I thought we were supposed to have our newsletter things done, and so,
By the 13th
oh,
of March.
I thought it was today, so I emailed you my newsletter and the
oh.
pictures.
Yeah, I
So-
got the pictures. I didn't see the newsletter.
That's because you just emailed it today, because I thought it was on a deadline, and so I want you to know it's done.
Excellent. I will make sure that Dave sees it in the morning, because I am not turning on my computer tonight.
Okay.
You're a good girl.
Although I just probably gonna turn on.
Your job. I did mine
I'm
too.
still not looking at it.
Right?
We're in Arizona.
So
It's
the people,
Scott's
who-
taking care of it, I don't know.
so that,
Go
this
with
goes
the
out as an
email.
email to all of the members, so like Jody and would know that we're doing a tentative meeting,
Yeah, no meeting now.
or just like at this point.
It would most likely have to go throughout the same channels, so, through the constant contact and stuff. Need to get it.
The bigger problem is we're gonna have to update Brittany and Tracy.
Straightforward process on
Just to have this little Zoom vote, we have to, oh, sorry about that.
Well,
Oh, we show up to work every day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just trying to be diligent.
it's a public meeting. We have to go through the whole process.
Oh, wow.
No, I think we need to have a meeting instead of to say, oh, well.
No, I 100% agree. And the only way to get it done in a time frame, one thing what we will do is ask him specifically, can we keep our May date, give you approval to move forward on that meeting and still be online and on track for the rest of the
Yes, and
year?
not
And
And if the answer is no, we're gonna set up this expedited meeting. If not, if he says, oh, we're fine, as long as I get the approval on that day, we're good to go, because I'm assuming that that's what we're going to do. Then we're fine, and then we won't set up a new meeting, we'll just
Okay.
keep
Yeah.
it on May 13th. We will send all of you an email confirming that that is true, and
Great.
any information regarding cost for his treatment, we will send along with it, so you have that to review before the meeting.
Well, in his
Perfect.
time. He gets
Sounds good.
booked up in Idaho.
Yeah, we don't wanna lose our
I'm
priority. in
sure
his
he
schedule.
already has us scheduled out. So it's just,
Just learning what it is.
we haven't told we haven't implied that we're not doing anything he suggested. So in his mind, it's
He's gotta
just going
schedule
through the
it.
process.
Okay.
We have a 3-year contract with him, right? So, we're on contract with him. We're just approving his treatment plan for the year. So we're already in his books.
How much was it last year?
Well, last year was an outlier because we used Floridone, so we really need to look at the year before that, because that's the treatment plan we're doing.
And the muck stuff is extra.
It's extra, and we can cap that. Which is-
All right, we're adjourned? Or we say something online, like embarrassed by
I was just gonna say, we need, Scott is the contractor's name,
Correct.
we need to emphasize that we need some response from him, like if he was supposed to be at this
Yeah,
meeting
give him a
tonight, so we
deadline.
can do the budget, he's not here. So I'm a little disappointed.
Excuse, he called us up and sent a thing
Well,
saying
he's
specifically.
not
he
showed
couldn't
a
be
couple
here.
other previous times, and so if we're gonna be on a timeline, back to your question
I get it.
exactly, is if he needs an approval prior to May 13th, he needs to get on the stick and let us know, because we don't wanna lose another year. We lost 1 year with him already, so just.
Yeah.
Well,
Short on patience.
we didn't lose a year. What we did is you didn't get the extra stuff because it was already written into the plan. So basically what he did is he executed Doug Dorling's plan as written.
Okay.
There was a,
Well-
kind of a transition time.
At any rate, we wanna get it done.
I'm not
Yes.
feeling better about it. I want,
And we will make sure these things.
I want action from this guy.
I get it.
Yes. Awesome.
That's it? We done?
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go to Taco Bell to get the food. Taco Bell.
Okay, thanks y'all on Zoom land.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
You just, I mean, you're busy, I guess.
I'm a busy person. That is.
I think we'll like.